Buonasera.
Buonasera. Buonanotte.
Probably like arrivederci.
Do you think it'll work up there?
I don't think so. That's good.
Let me see it.
Trying to figure out a place to put this right now.
You're gonna go with us on a adventure, maybe.
There we go.
Having dinner.
They have. Is that gonna work? Traveling. How is that going?
All right, guys. So we thought it's been a little while. We've been having internet issues and such, but we thought we're sitting down, got about 20 minutes while the beef bourguignon is finishing up. Made some Italian style beef bourguignon. What does that mean? It means it just has extra tomatoes in it. Or it has tomatoes in it.
No noodles, though.
No noodles,
yeah.
no noodles.
I don't really know
Most kids are not excited about this meal, but
I am.
But it's a change from, like, you know, being in Italy and there's pasta and pizza.
That's
like,
what I like.
well, you can do that every day. You could.
Pasta
You
and
definitely
pizza.
can.
Yes,
And we definitely, I feel like, mostly did.
yeah.
Been only a few days where we didn't have pizza or pasta. Or
We
of the
have
sorts.
I think every day we have either
Yeah.
pizza or pasta.
At least.
Which is
At
great.
least for one meal.
Yeah, because we get to see a lot of different types of pizza, a lot of different types of pasta.
We have
And we've
2
learned a
to 3
lot
days.
about
Learned a lot
pizza
about it.
and pasta and
Yeah.
the pizza and pasta that we like and the pizza and pasta that we're not a big fan
And
of.
how much it differs between regions.
Oh, yeah.
So raise your hand, Halcom's. For those who like peachy pasta, which is traditional for this region. The peachy pasta, which is like no egg, a little sticky, chewy. Okay.
I like all types of pasta.
What? You two like it too?
I like pasta.
I didn't know you liked the peachy pasta.
No.
So we went to
I like
a place in downtown, Città della Pieve.
in QC
No. I was talking about where we got the
peachy noodles.
the pepe. I forget what it's called. The
Cacio di pepe.
cacio di pepe peachy pasta. We did a little video on it, on
it was in that
YouTube.
cheese roll.
and they serve it inside of this
It was
giant
so
sheep
good.
cheese roll, and it's with pepper and with sheep cheese.
She said roll.
Wheel.
No,
Yeah.
it's a roll.
I think you said roll so that I heard roll. So you put in there.
I don't know why I just clapped.
Why are you clapping? It's like in America we would call it like elevated
roll.
mac and cheese, but with a different noodle.
So this the
Way
peachy.
elevated.
It's the peachy
Way
noodles, which are handmade. They're
So
a little
good.
thicker, a little spongier, a little more
I think they're
teethy.
chewier.
Yeah, I think
Teethy,
they're
chewier. Yeah.
chewier, not spongier.
I love
Okay.
tagliatelle.
I like all types of pasta. They're all good.
I don't know what.
Tagliatelle.
Well, what they do with this,
And it's-
sorry, yeah,
Go ahead.
it's ribbony for the tagliatelle.
Well,
I
she'll
know.
share about that, but you finish about what you were saying.
All right, so the peachy noodle is like a spaghetti noodle, but it's handmade and non-egg, and it is they cook it a little al dente, so it has a little bit of like your teeth kind of sink into it. It's kind of a little chewier, and they bring it out and they put it inside of the big wheel of cheese.
It's very
If
And,
you guys haven't seen the video, you should go watch the video.
yeah,
because-
and the hot noodles melt the cheese, and they stir it with Parmesan, and they stir it with pepper, and they just make it like Anastasia was saying, like elevated mac and cheese, but it's with really good quality
Sheep cheese.
natural ingredients, the sheep cheese, the pepper, the noodles,
We didn't
and then they
just
serve
eat
it,
the
and
cheese roll.
that's
We
all
got
you get. Not
like
all you
3
get, but
other.
that's one of the
But they were all
the
good.
meals.
Yeah. We're just talking about the different pastas. So then, Ari, you can share about the next pasta that is traditional for this region, which we're in the Umbria, Tuscany region. Actually, our Airbnb is like in this little town called Poggi, and it sits as the divider between the two regions. And we learned a lot of history from our Airbnb host. I think we'll share about that later. I keep saying that but it's been hard to make long form videos. They won't upload because our internet connection here is really slow. So we're out in the country between two different regions that have historically kind of rivaled each other.
It's really pretty.
It's beautiful,
Beautiful
beautiful
countryside.
region.
Hilly.
We met some nice people.
In fact, I think that's what Poji means, is on a hill. Like
Yes, it
hilltop,
means
right?
on a hill. Yes.
No, Mom, I mean like we
Like
met
that goes
nice
on a
people
hill right there?
in this thing.
On the painting.
All right, so let's let Ari tell about the pasta, and then we're gonna get to some of the questions that people have had.
So it's tagliatelle.
Tagliatelle.
That. And it is thin, kind of like what you would have with Alfredo in America, except it's 10 times better. So it's thin, it's ribbony, I don't know, I love it.
It's lighter.
It's really
I feel like
good.
it's lighter, right?
I would say it's more similar to like what we would consider an egg noodle,
Right.
Which most pasta in Italy is made with egg, including gnocchi. Gnocchi.
Gnocchi.
So the
We made
kids made-
homemade.
Homemade gnocchi.
It was delicious.
So we're taught, we got the recipe, so we're really excited to put that into our cookbook for our Inspire Family cookbook of different dishes that we are learning how to make and experiencing in the different countries and places that we go.
Yeah, so our host of this Airbnb invited us to have dinner with them, her and her husband, Annalisa, and her husband, Uli.
They're wonderful people.
Wonderful. And
They're dogs and cats.
And they have dogs and cats, which Bella and everybody
And
loves.
turtles.
And turtles. Either way, they took the kids went down and learned how to make basically like traditional Umbrian, Italian gnocchi with pesto, and then they made a salami chocolate roll. Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't
Yes.
salami, it was the shape of salami.
Yes.
It wasn't actually salami.
It was not
no
actually
salami was,
But it was really
used
good.
It was
in the
really
making
good.
of
There's
that
like-
dish.
It's
There's cough cookies in it, there's cocoa powder, there's
almonds.
almonds, there's coffee.
There's like
It
a
was
lot of
decaf,
stuff.
but still.
But it's an actual cake,
Yeah.
and it's rolled up with those ingredients, and it looks when you slice it, because it's rolled up like a salami, like a big fat one.
Yeah.
And then when you slice it, it
looks
has
like-
a marbling,
And then you
like
put
a
it
salami.
in the fridge.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
served cold.
Icebox.
And then you put whipped cream, however you want to do, if it's homemade or canned or whatever, whipped
No,
cream. and
I
it's-
did a bunch of whipped cream
Yeah.
on mine.
Bella was just trying to do whipped cream only for a
She was
little
doing
bit
the
there because the
same
dessert went away. But
Then they
that was
called
another
me.
All right,
fantastic
come
thing.
sit down.
And then they've also, I don't know if you guys were part of. No, she made it a few days ahead of time. It was like we'll call it an Italian meatloaf, really.
Yeah.
It was like a meat
interesting.
with breading with like a gravy type thing. It was pretty good. It has a different taste than like an American meatloaf would have. It definitely has like Italian seasonings and such in it.
Who had that?
We all had that, sweetie.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, let's
I
get
didn't
to
have
let's
it.
get to some of the questions. And I think we will do once we get to our next destination,
Yeah.
which is a surprise location
Oh.
in Greece.
Like 4 days from now.
Wait, it's a surprise.
We'll be there in 4 days.
well, they
from
don't
now.
know. Yeah.
It's not a surprise for us, but it's a surprise for our listeners and our watchers and our viewers.
And me. I don't know where we're going.
Okay, well,
Okay.
good.
Except for Greece.
That's Greece,
The
yeah.
whole entire world when traveling is a surprise for me.
The whole entire world is a surprise for you. I agree.
Okay,
For
so
the
what
most
are,
part, the whole entire world is a surprise for me too.
what are some of the
So-
questions?
Some of the questions are: how are you like actually doing this on a budget? Did you really just pack one bag, or are you guys faking it?
How long was this last?
Okay,
We
so,
really have only packed one
And
bag.
we really
Dad.
did. Setting in.
Dad.
So-
It is.
A month in.
yeah, so
Everyone is sick of their clothes.
I think like the problem
Yeah.
of doing this, I'm gonna get interrupted by Paxton here in just a second, but the not the problem, the adjustment that we have to make with this is we have one suitcase per person, and they're not, big giant
They're carrying
They're like-
suitcases, they're carry-on suitcases.
Which is totally fine, except for the fact that this is what we have for an entire year. It's
Yes.
not like we're going
Yeah.
on a 2-week or a month
Right.
vacation.
Yeah, this is
Right.
what we
A whole entire year with a
Everyone's sick
small
of it,
suitcase and then a
especially me.
carry-on
I was
bag.
crying earlier today about my clothes.
Okay,
so
guys. Hey, everybody. Just gonna lay down some groundwork. Everyone can speak, but you guys can't keep talking over each other. So you need to wait when someone is talking, let them talk, and then be like, I have something to add to that. And then otherwise it's gonna get really
Wow.
Okay,
loud.
so the problem of having one suitcase is
I think Elia really wants to share too.
we're getting into the point of having the same clothes we wear not every single day, but we have the same 2 or 3 outfits that we're wearing consistently over an entire month period, which makes it difficult. And then we realize, oh, we should have packed differently for where we're at currently rather than packing for something different. So we had an idea in our head and we packed for that. And adjustments could and should have been made, but where we're at now is where we're at. So
And it's been really rough. Everyone is officially bored of their clothes, as anyone would be. We have now hit the 5.5 week mark. I would say Patrick is the one who has done the best.
I would agree.
But also, he had his birthday, so Ariana turned 16 on this trip so far. In almost 6 weeks. Ariana has turned 16 on this trip. Patrick has turned 15 on this trip. And Elia is about to turn 13 on this trip.
And
All kind of bigger birthdays.
And I'm about to turn 10.
But Patrick
About to
I'm about to be 8.
about to be in a little bit.
So the next like 6 months, everybody's gonna have a birthday.
Yeah. My point to saying that though was
funny.
Patrick used some of his birthday money to buy some really good pieces. We went to Rome and to the mall, and so he was able to buy some pieces. And so I think Patrick of anybody right now is feeling the most like set. So my recommendation to that, so yes, to answer the question, yes. We are only in one carry-on and then like a little personal bag,
Sorry.
which is basically technology, laptop, Bibles, journals.
Covering things.
Like 1 day change of clothes kind of a
Maybe,
thing,
yeah.
if you can fit it.
But we have to go into one bag now because we're going in a smaller airline. So now we have to.
And that is the problem. That we have now.
Ari doesn't
This might be news to some of the kids, but we're
Tomorrow
gonna
we're leaving.
We weren't gonna break this to them live,
but Eli decided to
apparently we
mention it.
just did.
Wait, so are we taking our suitcases or our backpacks?
Well, suitcase
Suitcases
would
and
be the idea.
It's not ready yet. though.
Bubby
It's gonna be
butt.
ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna like just leave our clothes.
So, an idea we have, so we're on a limited budget as well. We're on a very limited budget. Your head just keeps blocking. So sorry. So just sit down and then don't move. And if you want to move, then go over there and move around. Okay. So the logistics and the reality of this is
We're still alive, but
We don't have to be in
you don't have to. You're good. Was there anything you wanted to add before I say the logistics now? Are you having a good time, Paxton? Yeah? Is it a good adventure?
are you seeing things you remember at this point?
What's your favorite part?
What's your favorite part?
Yeah, before you leave, tell me what has been your favorite part of this trip.
Going in an airplane.
Going in an airplane.
Or the high-speed train?
Oh. No?
No?
Okay, the airplane.
Honestly, same.
I have so much.
What if
I
you
like the
What if you are on a
The train.
bridge with water on a bullet train?
Yeah.
To go somewhere. That
Guess
would
what?
be cool.
That
It
would
was
be
so
cool.
pretty though.
Our next location, you know how we got to here by plane and train? We might get to the next location by plane and boat.
Very.
But there's
Then by beast, that's gonna
That would
be
be
so
fun.
cool.
Okay.
We'll see though.
So the
Okay.
the logistics of this, for those that care, are we are now needing to cut down again, to even more. And even our Airbnb host said, she was like, "You guys have no luggage," and being in Europe and being a big family.
Yeah.
Even though in Italy they have big families, they just don't travel around really at all.
I feel like people have been saying that they don't have big families.
Well,
as big as
traditionally they used to have big families. Like, I would say all good Catholic
Turn this just a little bit.
areas have
So I can see
big families. But I'm just very aware, I think we're all just very aware that we stand out and we're just a big moving ship everywhere that we go. So we're having to pare down even more for going to Greece. Yeah. And the weather's kind of changing. And so an idea that actually, shout out to Julie Gross, because she had said this to me, was just get the clothes packed in a carry-on for the location that you're going to. And then before you leave that location, sell all of your clothes except the outfit that everyone's gonna wear. And then buy new clothes at the next place at one of their consignment stores or thrift stores or whatever, because they do have them in every location. And I think that's genius. Yeah. I do think that's genius.
Also, you have that money allotted already.
Yes.
You don't spend it, you just put it towards the clothes that you're buying
Exactly.
in this new place.
So if you're going to do an epic world trip like this, or even a 3 to 6 month trip like this, and you're gonna go between different countries and locations and seasons, I would definitely recommend you do that. Shout out to Mrs. Gross.
Yeah. I think it's because also what you're going to do by doing that is if you're a larger family like we are, if we got one rental car that would fit 7 people, which is an astronomical price in general, and that's outside of the budget, you also have to factor not just 7 butts and seats, but
7
bags and carry-ons and whatever, like that much
we
stuff.
need like a huge van.
So you need like a giant van, which would be
don't really
very
have.
uneconomical in this country,
Plane?
since a lot of the cities that we've been going to are very narrow roads that are 2-way, some that are 1-way, or I guess 2-way, but barely fitting a small compact car.
Because guys, these are ancient,
Yeah.
and when I say ancient, as an American, I'm saying ancient. These are beautiful,
Absolutely.
old roads that have tons of history. Like, we've driven on the
Painful to
road
walk on.
that the Romans used to travel by foot.
That's crazy.
That's these roads.
That's
And when you follow this guy, sometimes he leads you down staircases in a car.
Everything's an adventure.
We drove down staircases in our car. I was
And they weren't
not
driving
happy.
staircases.
They were not to drive on, guys.
Somebody
But
said
Maps
us to
took me
stop.
that way.
James Bond movie type shiz that was happening.
Maps took us that way.
What if
I had a lady yelling at me going, Mom! Mom! No! Don't go! It was
It's funny,
really,
she didn't yell at me.
it's
She was
really
telling you
embarrassing.
guys.
Because they weren't there for you.
Either way,
So embarrassing.
we at least had the best idea to get 2 cars. Now that granted doubles cost of tolls and everything. I don't know why she's coughing.
Electric cars.
Oh, I haven't got to the electric part
Oh
yet.
my gosh.
But
That's a story for another day.
Don't rent
I
electric
can make
cars,
it really
what
quick
say.
if I'm not super interrupted, but
Go ahead.
we got 2 cars, which alleviated we have more than enough seats for everybody, and plenty of luggage space for everybody, which helped out. So, but it does double the cost of toll roads, and I mean, if we get a fateful ticket for driving through an area that we're not supposed to get, we're going to get it in 2 because we're following each other. It's just what happens, but
Everything's doubled, but then also we can actually fit.
we can fit, we can go down the narrower roads without stress. We did make an issue, or have an issue, with electric vehicles in the location that we're at. And very, very long story short,
Don't rent electric cars in Tuscany.
don't rent electric cars overseas unless you are going to be in major areas with adequate charging networks.
Yes. Like you're only staying in Rome.
Yeah.
Or Japan.
Or Japan.
Or certain countries that have very, very upgraded electrical charging networks.
Yes.
They have them all over, but they're not reliable. Half the time they're not
I
working.
wouldn't even say they have them all over.
Okay, maybe, I don't know, depends on what your term of all over is. But they have them in a lot of locations. It's just, they're not accessible, and not accessible because they don't work. They're not accessible to US citizens in this country. Kind of, like, we were running into so many issues.
And then
We
when
had
we
the-
finally found a Tesla charger,
We
Yeah.
did.
The next
Praise
day.
God, hallelujah.
the next day they weren't working. I
Yeah,
know.
so we
For
found
2
Tesla
days,
chargers
Tesla
on Patrick's birthday in Rome, which were fantastic, and they worked amazing.
Rapid charge. It was so great.
We were praising
An hour.
Elon Musk. Shout out to Elon
Well,
Musk. with
praising
that.
God
And
and then
praising
Elon
God,
Musk. Thank you, Elon Musk, for
I think
making.
he's still way too high up. You should be
Either way,
on
we
Elon
got
Musk.
we got the cars back to
Well,
our
just in that very specific
our
scenario.
Airbnb, which has a
And it
charger,
had Wi-Fi.
but the cars didn't go into gear. They wouldn't drive. They wouldn't do anything. So
Yeah.
we had to turn them in. And then when we went, and it was just like a day and a half of ordeal of getting the cars towed away and getting to a new rental place. Thankfully, our Airbnb host, Uli, got us there. But the guy at the rental desk for the company that we're using was like, they gave you rental cars to come to this region?
They give you
No way.
electric cars.
I'm sorry, electric rental cars for this region. And we're
I'm
like,
glad they gave us rental
yeah.
cars.
So then we got moved to gas, and ever since gas, I mean,
Perfect.
It's been great.
We're so thankful.
Gas is-
Yeah.
Gas does cost, but it costs more than the States.
Yeah,
It's somewhere in like $5.50
We're also-
a gallon, something like that.
We're also being
But it
charged.
also doesn't break down as easily.
We're also
Sure.
being charged a good chunk here for the electric, and that wasn't announced to us
Expected.
ahead of time. So another tip. If you're keeping track of tips, if you got a pen and paper and you're writing it down, if you're very OCD like me, then you like your list, then another tip would be, I don't recommend, if you're going to be getting a rental car in Italy, really anywhere in Italy, if you're going to travel past Rome. So if you're just flying in and you're going to Rome for 2 or 3 days, then you just want to have the availability to be able to go around. I would say public transport is probably still your best bet. You can even get an Uber, and you can walk most everywhere because it's all walkable. But if you're like, I just want to get a car and you want the electric car experience, that's awesome. If you're going to go anywhere outside of Rome,
Or
and you
major
want-
cities, any major city of
but if you're,
Italy.
I'm just saying, if you're not going to stay localized
to the area that you fly
that
into.
very specific location, I would highly recommend petrol, gas,
Yeah.
vehicle, so that then you don't have the added stress, especially as a family. And I think all of our tips and tricks that we're learning from our real life experiences are coming from being a family, and a large family that is traveling on a budget. And all of these things change everything. Like when Aaron and I went to Paris 15 years ago, when we went just the two of us and we went for 3 weeks, we didn't have to plan a lot of things ahead. We didn't have to worry about transportation. And even if we did, it was just like, oh, it's just the two of us.
Yeah.
It's not as big of a deal as like moving a small village worth of humans
Yeah.
through places. So you guys know Aaron's phone got pickpocketed. Praise the Lord. And my sister Brianna, shout out Brianna.
Yes, thank you.
All of these, the Lord and
Well, yes, yes.
So
But my sister
a
Brianna,
lifesaver.
she's a lifesaver. She got
like
we're-
literally a lifesaver though
Yes,
too.
she is. We're able to. Yeah, she is. That's also her profession. She's an amazing nurse. So.
That's a brand.
Shout out to Brianna Irwin over there. And the entire Irwin family. We love you
We
guys.
miss you.
We miss you so much. She was able to get Aaron a phone,
and ship it here,
ship it here. We told the truth.
which wasn't an easy feat because there's so many different, customs documents you got to send. You have the exact address, which isn't like U.S. addresses; they're different.
And
She
even
had
though
to
she
learn how to
sent
do
it,
that, and then she had to go to like 5 different places to find out which ways to do it the best because that's just the way it works. People aren't used to shipping.
And it was
overseas to remote locations. Like
$70 to fit, and be I think 2 or 3 day delivery, and it took
it was
3 weeks.
up to 10 business days, and it literally took I think 11 business days because it had to go through customs here, and the customs in the country that you send
Yeah.
it to, they can hold it
So-
for an undetermined amount of time.
And then after that, he lost his wallet, but luckily he got it
Oh
again.
yeah, that's right.
Thanks
Well,
for that.
It-
It fell out of the car.
Aaron is
while we're
learning
shopping.
so many
Yes.
things, and he is our most experienced
As
traveler.
if I've never traveled before.
So it's just all new. It's all different.
Also, before all this I chipped my tooth in a pizza store.
Before all this happened,
All
No,
this
it was
after.
really traumatic.
Question that people have had
Two.
as far as traveling Okay,
We covered
2.
the one bag thing,
The one
and we
bag.
talked about getting around with a rental car.
Yes, but what other questions have people had?
Let me finish with the rental
Okay.
car. So last little tidbit, do not, even though it's going to be cheaper to do one of these budget in destination rentals, don't go that route. Resist the temptation. Pay a little bit more and do it through a major car rental company like we're using Budget. There's Avis. There's, well, that's what we're using, so that's what I'm going to recommend. Because we've even run into problems with people not being able to speak the language, as in we can't speak the language,
'Cause-
and we need someone who is going to help us dumb Americans with English.
Part of the issue with a day and a half of phone calls was I would go on hold for an extended period of time, and then when they answer, they say whatever, hello, how you doing, and how can I help you in Italian, and one of the first things was like, hello, how you doing? Do you speak English? And they're like, oh, hold on, and then I'd get on hold for another 30 minutes to an hour, hour and a half, and then they go home for the day or whatever. So it's kind of a customer service line that has English is super helpful, because otherwise
Definitely.
we had
Otherwise, you'll be on hold for 3 hours.
one
Almost 4.
our
Almost.
our Airbnb host even called for us, and that was a lot helpful. But
In
for the-
Italian, he was able to
speak
speak
Italian with them, but
them
we
and
had to be
explain.
present with him and explain everything because they won't talk to him if it's not us, and it's just more issues. So
It's that has been a really big fiasco. So learn from us. Don't make our same mistakes.
Yep.
Spare yourself the headache. And
if you're going to Tuscany, don't get a rental. Don't get an electric car.
correct.
Never.
Okay. Or if you're going to be traveling anywhere in Italy or even outside of Italy, like you want to go and visit the Swiss Alps, or you want to go to Austria, which were all things I wanted to do, but we couldn't do them with these darn electric cars. And by the time we got a gas car, essentially we were out of money. So that brings me to the next
Wow.
question.
Do you have a question, Mary?
One more thing
Oh, yes.
is if you're going
Come
to
sit here.
Italy, one of my favorite things has been driving, although I get really car sick and it's really bad. It's so pretty and you're able to just see a lot of different.
Yes, I would say
Thanks.
even if you're needing, money's running tight, or if you're in between the things that you've paid for, then go and take a drive. And if you drive anywhere through the Tuscany or
Oh,
the
beautiful.
Umbria regions, it's
Honestly,
breathtaking.
everywhere.
Also in major towns. Our favorite city, hands down,
So far,
has been Florence.
Florence was
1000%.
amazing.
And we were only there for like 3 hours.
And I think the second
No,
favorite
like 7.
at this
Oh,
point would be Siena.
Yes.
Because we haven't done a lot of time in Rome, just northern part of Rome, but Florence is more flat, wide open. There's so much to see. There's great shopping. Siena is literally like a lot of the hills, or a lot of the hills. A lot of the cities here are on top of hills, so it's very hilly. A lot of steep walks.
They're built like Cité de la Pieve is built like fortresses.
Yeah.
So the people actually lived down inside and underground. And
Like
then
Perugia too,
and
yeah.
Perugia, same thing.
Fortresses underneath the town.
Well, there's a
carved into the
fortress that
roof.
was protecting the town
Yeah.
from hostile invasion, and so then the people would actually live underground,
yeah.
and they made their homes and everything.
Networks of tunnels and shops and
Bella's
so many
signaling to us saying it's time to eat, and I agree. I can smell
Yeah.
that. It's smelling very
things.
fragrant.
All right. What other questions do people have that you've noticed?
Wait, I thought I said one and then I didn't address it.
You said that.
Shoot a pickle.
So we
I thought
talked
you were
about-
going to say a question.
Budgeting.
Oh, budget. Yeah. How to do this on a budget. That one is very difficult. So
With a family of.
yeah, so we're, like we said, large family, and it's not like we have young kids. Like, we're watching some of these travel channels or family travel channels on YouTube that we absolutely love and glean so much wisdom from.
Yes, thank you to
And
all of you.
So I would say
Like the bucket list.
if you're going to be doing something like this
me.
and traveling, whatever country you're going to be going to or countries, do a lot of research on YouTube. And ChatGPT becomes your best friend with helping you plan out itineraries and giving it, you can literally feed it a budget, which is what I did. And I fed it a budget, and then I said, we want to do these types of things. And so one of the really big things that we have learned is we need to not eat out as much.
Yes.
We love food,
We just need more money.
or we just need more money.
So we are not sponsored
And
in
that's
any
up
way,
to
shape,
you.
or form by anybody, let alone ChatGPT. But me, Ari, and Anastasia all have utilized ChatGPT and with our own metrics about how much money we want to spend per month, how big of our family, what kind of weather we're looking for, safe and family friendly,
Yeah,
and
the time of year we're
historic time of the
going.
year.
Yeah.
We put so many different metrics in, and really what it came down to when ChatGPT is amazing in this, but they would give me maybe 6 places, and they would give each of them, let's just say each of us has 6 places, but 3 to 4 of them were the exact same places,
Yeah.
or at least the same regions of the same countries. So we were able to kind of bounce that off, and then we would utilize that information with the people's, all of the social media influencers and the YouTubers out there that are doing videos. And then we started looking for recent videos online for the countries that we're going to kind of get ideas as far as the time of the year too, because that makes a big difference.
Yes. So here are some of our, and we will actually do like a budget and finance video on this because I think it's really important.
And then another one called Why ChatGPT Should Be Your Best Friend. And it will be sponsored by ChatGPT.
Yeah, it'll be sponsored by ChatGPT.
ChatGPT
Don't know
starts
how
to
to
like
do that yet.
start to
And
like
then-
make bestie comments. to
Yeah,
these
and then
girls.
all of these haters are gonna come out and oh well.
It's gonna be fun.
Get woke.
So,
I'm kidding.
yeah.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh. Hopefully no one.
All right, so we'll do a
understands.
budgeting thing one of these days, probably in our next
But-
location.
But I am going to say off the top of my head, because I'm pretty good with the budget and with numbers and just remembering like how much money we're spending at different places. One of the biggest tips I will say with eating out and doing it on a budget is don't go to the super trendy, popular
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook, everyone goes to that place because they're geared towards freaking you as tourists. And
a
you're not
letdown.
gonna get at all as an authentic of an experience.
Or-
the food is not as good and it's so much money, guys.
If you go there, or if you really have to go there,
Yeah, if you
go
really
during the
have to
lunch
go.
hours. Don't do dinner time.
Exactly. Never do dinner. And I would say figure out, get really honest with what are my like 2 or 3, and if you're doing it with a family, because that's who our
That's where we're
target
going towards,
audience
yeah.
is right now, is if you're doing this with a family and a large family, let the kids say the things, especially the older ones, that are going to probably remember a little bit more than, you know, the 7-year-old that is like, my favorite thing was the airplane. That's disappointing. He doesn't say the gelato. He
I know,
doesn't.
he said
Okay,
gelato.
gelato is amazing.
Gelato, I don't understand why we don't do that in America.
Gelato is the most, I think, the perfect treat
No matter
that
where
makes
you
you
go.
feel. So that was going to be part of my tip.
Yeah.
My
And,
financial
and
tip.
literally, it's like less than $3 for a scoop.
Yes.
of-
Yeah.
of
Most of
gelato.
it, get the espresso, get the gelato, and skip the dinner. And make something at an Airbnb,
Yeah,
or
groceries.
have a big meal be your lunch,
Yeah.
and then not be, and then have kind of like snacks or gelato, have espresso for dinner. That might not be good for your sleeping habits. Don't learn from me. I mean,
Don't
don't do
don't
what
ask
I do.
for tips about our
Yeah.
sleep
And
schedule.
the cool thing about gelatos, you'll see
Yeah.
on the socials, all these people, only gelato from these kind of places.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Just try
'Cause
the
it's
gelato.
It's literally good no
$2.50.
matter where you
Get
go.
gelato, and if you don't like it, go down the street 2 doors down. There's probably another place that's equally as good, if not better,
Yeah.
Yep.
the same price.
Also,
Alaya has been having strawberry gelato, and she had one tonight before dinner because naturally that's the best way to do it.
we do it during aperitif
Yeah.
hour.
And she
It's
said
like
it was the
3
best
hours.
one she's ever had, and I tasted it, and it was absolutely, it was like freshest strawberry gelato
Yes,
that you
it
could
was.
ever have. And other ones that she's had,
I've heard so.
they were good, but this one blew it out of the water. And I don't know what it was. And it wasn't
had,
like,
like-
these social medias, you gotta
No.
go here.
No.
With the exception.
That was so worth it.
Oh
Okay,
my
that
gosh.
I will.
This
So
is
that,
also why we love Florence.
this is my caveat. Okay, so recommendation: if you want to eat at like a really cool place, or if you're budgeting, let's say you're saying I'm going to be in Italy. We're doing a family vacation for 2 weeks, and we're going to hit all the major sites. You're probably spending a lot of money on the tours and the different things. So then decide at those different locations that you're going to be going to, what is our budget of what we want to spend on food, and get a budget for what you're going to spend on food ahead of time.
Yep.
And then stick to it, because you will regret it when
But I'm gonna tell
you
you
run
right
out of
now,
money.
like you go to a
because the
restaurant.
grocery stores are so cheap, guys,
They
and
are.
getting a pizza by the slice is so cheap, you guys.
The
and
wine
getting
is super
The
cheap.
wine is super cheap. You can go to Florence and you can ring the bell, which I did, and it was so fun. And then the guy brought me out the menu and then brought me a glass of wine, and I sat there and hitting the aperitif hours. So these are the tricks. These are the tips. Do this. Get all the kids. Go sit down, teenagers, whoever, all the too cool people for school, and you go to the place and you guys get the glass of wine. They can get the espresso or the gelato or even the sparkling lemonade
water.
or whatever. And they're going to bring you snacks. They're going to bring you chips and nuts, and some places give you an entire spread
Oh, it was like,
for free.
yeah, it would be like $30 or $20 in the United States
Yeah.
for the spread
For
that
the
we got
spread
yesterday.
that we have received. And if they're not bringing it to you because
Ask.
you're Americans, just be like, oh, there's little chippies, is there a little
Snacks.
snack?
Yeah.
And they have them.
Por favore. And they have them, and they'll bring them out to you because they bring them out to the locals, so they will bring it out to you.
Don't
So-
sit down and say we're going to get dinner, because then they're more likely to not give you something.
Right.
You sit down to have a drink,
Yes.
and then you just add to it
Aperitif.
from there. You add your food, you add
Yes.
your appetizers and your desserts or whatever you want to do.
Mom, speaking of when we went to Florence, I got that tea set.
Oh, yes, that was in
That was-
Florence.
That was yesterday.
That was wonderful.
That was
No,
right here.
Sit
Yeah,
there,
2 days ago.
That wasn't yesterday?
No. Okay, what were you going to say?
I will say, I don't know if this is like, I don't think it's morally wrong. But if you're in bigger cities, or honestly anywhere, if you speak one of the Romantic languages, rather than speaking English, speak Spanish, speak
Yep.
French, at least try and put effort, because they're going to value you so much more if that's all. They all have similar cultures, even if they have differences. So speaking in Spanish, so much of it is similar, and so many of them know the different languages
Yeah.
too.
And
I
you're
mean,
also in the European
especially-
Union, where people are going to know French, they're going to know Spanish because of
Exactly.
Spain. They're going to know these other countries that are
Yeah.
in the European Union, as well as you as English. But
And I would say the boys kind of have slipped into, because we were in France first, and so both Patrick and Paxton would say things like in French. I mean, we all did in the beginning when we got to Italy.
I still do
And then
some
I
words I like.
I slipped into, and Aaron did too. We just slipped into our Spanish
Spanish,
because it's
straight
like,
to
oh my gosh,
because it's so similar.
it's
in
so
a lot of
similar,
some
but
things.
it's different. And
Yeah.
then sometimes they'll like laugh, and they don't. Most of them don't even realize that we're Americans, which
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
take that as a compliment, especially in European countries.
Or we'll say something in Spanish to them, and they'll look at us, and we're like, then they say it, and we're like, that's kind of what I said, but it doesn't. You don't understand what I'm saying. But you'll get that every once in a while.
I
It's
mean,
kind of
it's
interesting.
por favor, por favore. Yeah, I mean,
Poquito,
poco,
Bon, bono.
bon. Yeah.
bueno.
Almost.
So,
Okay.
all right, we're gonna sign out because the kids are hungry.
Some topics of videos that we're going to upload eventually.
Yes,
Is we won the Italian lottery.
we did. We won the Italian lottery.
That's what paid for this wine. No, I'm kidding. Another video is
It's how we didn't die here.
how we didn't die here. Probably driving through kind of like the Tuscany and everything. We went to a hot springs here in Italy as well,
Natural
which was
hot springs.
natural hot springs, super sulfury smelling.
Super cool.
There was one more that I was gonna say.
Oh, how to do it on a budget.
No, there was a very specific video.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead.
All right. So as far as those are all fun things, I feel like on my end, I'm like brass tacks over here. Can you actually do this as a family? 100% yes.
Yes.
Is it going to be at all what you're thinking or planning it's going to be?
No.
Nope,
No.
not at all.
It's not going to be that easy.
It's going to be really hard. And I wish someone would have said that more. I wish one of the YouTubers that we watched so many, and they're all so inspirational and
it's
they're
all
great.
so easy because you can do this, but it's
The Bucket
just
List
them or
family, we love them so much.
We want to meet
Like,
you.
we love you guys so much. But also, let's be real. This is so freaking hard. It is so hard because you not only don't speak the language, the culture is completely different, and we love travel and we love experiencing different cultures. Everything, when you can't read the signs and you can't read the maps and you've never been there before, and you also are still maybe operating, especially if you're a family, you're as adults, as the parents, you're still operating either business or a home or something back home where you're at, and that makes things it just adds another level of stewardship and being difficult. And I would say I am so surprised that me, because I was one of the biggest cheerleaders of this whole thing, of going, let's go do this, guys, let's go on this adventure, let's travel the world, carpe diem, with my whole cancer scare and everything that happened, and near-death experiences. I was just like, what do we have to lose? Let's go do it. It was so much harder than I ever could have imagined. And we're still in the thick of it, but I can see the light at the end of the tunnel right now, because that leads me to my last thing, is make sure you have a freaking tribe at home.
Yep.
If we didn't have a tribe of friends who have become like family, we never would have even been able to leave.
It's also just, I think, been really hard because I'm very much of an optimist, but with most things, I think.
I would agree.
But before leaving, everybody talks about, oh, you're so lucky, you're so blessed, you get to go do this amazing, grandiose thing, which is true. But it's also like, you get to go on this vacation, and I think other people also, and I allowed them to speak into my life and to say, just they also helped put this.
Their projections.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been that. And it hasn't been what I expected,
And it's really lonely.
Yeah.
Because it's just us, and we get really sick of each other, is what we've learned.
Do we?
I do.
One of the things that
And everybody's moving on too. Not moving on, but still living their lives like normal at home.
And I would say that that's also something, like listening to your older kids, the adult kids, all of the kids at the different levels. But the older they are, I think the more weight that their voice should get in your
Absolutely.
family's life and in this decision. And that's been really rough, is navigating those waters of, you're already as a parent feeling uncertain, and then you have your kids coming in, they're falling apart because everything is hard. There's mice in the house, and there's
Spiders
one
in your
bathroom,
beds.
and spiders in your bed,
and you step on crickets, and
you don't have
So-
any friends that you can talk to and vent to about it in real life, in real flesh.
One of the things that one of these girls, these two, I don't know who it was, that said it was this was like our boot camp to this travel.
Yeah.
this first part
I hope
here,
so.
this Italian. Was it what we expected? No. But we're living in a lot of like, I don't want to use austere, but just a lot of like non-favorable things are happening. We're sharing one bathroom, which is very difficult for 7
Do
people.
not do that.
Do not.
Don't do that.
Especially
4
if it's a family
girls
of
and 3
7.
boys.
Teenagers.
It's
Teenagers.
doable,
Teenage
but it's
girls.
not
Don't do that.
ideal.
Don't do that.
One
boy.
singular boy.
Get
They,
at least 2 bathrooms, guys.
they said it was like boot camp, and that's the way we're kind of approaching this. So the next place we go to is definitely going to have, we've learned, we're not going to book something that only has 1 bathroom. We're not going to book something with this, and this, whatever that we've learned in this first week, or first month, I'm
And
sorry.
we're very thankful for this
Absolutely.
learning experience. And I feel like this has been, of all the places for us to learn this,
Yeah,
this has been very, like, a safe place.
yeah. We're not on a small
To
little
learn
island
this.
with one bigger town where everything is there. We're able to see multiple bigger towns within our
Yeah.
proximity of our cars and all these other
And
things that we've
people
learned.
are
Oh,
for us and they're
45.
kind and
You also miss your animals a lot when you're traveling.
Yep.
True.
I can 100% speak from,
yeah.
but everyone can.
I'm just,
Everyone really can in our family,
So
but
this,
really me.
the reason why I bring up the boot camp that one of these girls has said is because it's conditioning us for where we're at now. And if just one of the things come up in the future, we're going to be able to know and that we can overcome that and adapt to it, rather than getting bogged down or mentally in a spiral, if you will. So I feel like that was a very no, I'm good for now. Very quick and easy description of where we're at.
Yeah.
Last thing I'll say is I kind of thought like where we were going doesn't matter because it was going to be experiencing a new place. But where you go and where you go in where you're going, like the region or city, and also the order and the places that you're going matter a lot.
For packing clothes.
Just all around.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would also say I watched so many videos on how to pack for Italy, how to pack for Greece, how to pack for France, how to pack for... Guys, I'm going to say BS to all of those stupid videos. Wear whatever you like to wear.
Yep.
I literally did a closet sale, so did Ari, and we sold like 90% of our clothes.
You didn't.
I sold 90% of my clothes.
Which,
And I don't regret it because it went to people that I love and
Yeah.
my friends, and it helped raise funds for this trip. So I'm very thankful. But I'm seeing cute girls walking around with their jean shorts and cowboy boots, and I was like, why didn't I bring my
And
cowboy boots?
They all have
Well,
leather
'cause you didn't have
jackets, and I
space
wish
for
I brought mine.
I could have worn them.
all right.
I would
so,
do this so different. So stay tuned. We will do a video, especially for the females of the group. Actually, Patrick too. He should do an entire.
icon.
He is a fashion icon. He should do an entire video just for the guys to know, like, here's the fit, check it out, and here's how to pack.
You guys are
Because
eating
I think
bread?
y'all should just not watch any of the videos and listen to Patrick and how Patrick chose to pack, because how he packed was the best.
amazing.
And he didn't watch any of those videos.
And he didn't watch one video.
no, and he also has the most clothes out of all of us, and
Yes.
still has room in his suitcase.
And also, tip to the 9-year-old girls out there, don't bring your American Girl doll
No.
and accessories with you. It takes up way too
And
much room.
dog
And you might get
accessories.
stuck on the stairwell, on the moving staircase.
on the escalator.
On
No,
the
that's
escalator.
because of my backpack.
Oh, that
Are
was
you about to
horrific.
cry?
All right, guys, we have
All right.
so many videos we can do.
Yeah.
We
This
love
is-
you. Drop your questions, your comments down below. Be kind. We're doing the best we can. We're having a hard time. We are the Inspire family, and we're
Yay.
bringing it to you real and live. All right, take care.
See you guys. You go
Bye,
like that?
y'all. Yep.